I am live and I am cooking for the week. So I'm cooking lasagna here. Hold on. I'm going to show you in just a bit, but I am cooking lasagna, low carb lasagna for my family, and you can ask me any questions related. Um, Hold on, I'm charging my phone actually. I didn't realize the battery was low. Okay, got it working. I'm gonna put it right here. Where's your kickstand? Where's your kickstand for the phone? I had to go get something to put this phone up so that we can have a better view of the kitchen. I should have a camera that comes down like that, but anyway, so I'm making lasagna, and this is a low carb lasagna. That means that for my pasta I'm going to be using I'm gonna be using so if anybody's out there, you want to ask me questions about South Africa, about lasagna and stuff, feel free. So I had to go change and put on my Johnny Clegg t-shirt when he was here 1 year. Johnny Clegg is a South African musician, and so I'm gonna wait a little bit. Let me cut my cauliflower first. So the way I do this thing, I cook as much as I can cook, okay? So what I have here already is, it's very fatty, people, but I used olive oil. Let me see if I can turn around the camera. So this is the ground beef. So I bought this ground beef a while back, and I just thought it. I basically added onion, peppers, and a bunch of spices, including bouillon, Italian herbs, dry herbs, and salt, and because it has to be tasty before I can actually add the sauce, the tomato sauce. So I went to Sam's today and I bought some tomato sauce, and I'm going to use this for pretty much my sauce, and then I'm going to cook. I'll show you as I go along. But anyway, so I'm gonna put this guy here, and I'm going to open. So sorry for the noise. Mr. E is actually watching the Duke game because it is March Madness. Those who are in South Africa, I'm not sure why is it out of focus, but those who are in South Africa, there's something called March Madness. Basically 64 teams, basketball college teams, go head to head for the national championship. Last week, maybe 2 weeks ago, it was more of a regional tournament, and now, which is the go lives that we did actually, and then now they are going for the national championship. So I bought this, and as I said, I try to cook with organic as much as I can, and I'll go live here until I'm done cooking. So I'm just gonna if you want me to show you the spices, just comment and let me know. kind of hate it when there's so much sauce left in the bottle. So I do my best to get as much of it out as possible. And so because I'm cooking for the whole week, I want to make sure that I have as much as I can. So this is a second bottle because I had 2 ground beefs, like 1 pound ground beefs there. So it's sort of like cooking double. And I know the spices are kind of tricky when you when you're cooking too much. I'm not used to cooking a lot of food because there's literally just 3 of us here, and I haven't been live actually for a long time. Like hold on, let me wash my hands. So here is the sauce, and I'm going to I had to turn my stove off because, by the way, this is a new stove. Look at it, I already messed it up. And I'm cooking on it for the first time. So I'm actually just prepping for my family. And there's so much oil here, guys. That's okay. We're not afraid of oil. We are afraid of carbs. So I'm going to just mix this and let it cook. And then the magic is going to begin. Usually I'll put like fresh herbs here because they look prettier, but I just use I use dry herbs now because it's easier. Let me show you the herbs that I use, by the way. That way you have an idea. So I use this here, and this is the Italian herbs, peppers, and I cheated with I actually added ginger. Oh, let me take everything out. So I used the ginger to cook, and I used red pepper, and I used Italian seasoning, and I used steak and chops, and I used this seasoned salt, which I know is not a good thing, but and I used salt. By the way, beef bouillon is all right, but salt is always awesome. So I use salt for flavor, because salt makes everything taste good. And so it is boiling now, and I'm going to show you how I finish this dish. It's so much easy, actually. So, but anyway, I am going to let this thing boil, and in the meantime, I am going to bring my I can't remember if I cooked, but I don't think I cooked it at all. So I'm not going to cook it. So I'm just gonna add cauliflower, and then a ton of chips. And it's boiling right now. And I'm going to be right back, okay? And let me get cauliflower. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to wash the cauliflower, and so that's the challenge with doing things live, right? It's kind of hard, to be honest with you, because you're trying to cook and you're trying to make sure you don't take too much time. I should have prepped. I think that would have helped. Let me see if I can focus it. I should have prepped. I think that would have helped. But for now, we'll just keep going. It's actually very saucy compared to. So here's the trick for my lasagna. I make sure that my sauce, my spaghetti sauce, and my ground beef, they taste really good. So I'm going to taste it. It's actually good, almost a little bit salty, and but it tastes really good. It's more on the tomato side. I don't know if my family doesn't like tart stuff. I love tart stuff. I love anytime I can have sour in my food, I'll do it. I love sour stuff. But anyway, so this is done pretty much, and now I am going to bring a pan. So here's my pan that I'm going to use. Remember, this is like 2 times the normal size, and so I'm trying to remember how do I do it normally. I put the sauce. No, I put the yeah. I had to remind myself. So I'm going to switch this off since it is ready. And okay, give me a minute. I'm basically I'm trying to get the this thing all out. So okay, so this is what I normally do. I do 1 layer of cauliflower because, okay, let me cut it with a knife. I do 1 layer of cauliflower because that's usually enough. And I just remove the stem. So normally I would do like a 1 layer of I'll do 1 layer of the beef, ground beef, and then I follow it with a layer of cauliflower, and focusing mainly on the florets, because everything cooks at the end of the day, because you're gonna have to warm this anyway in the microwave, and that cooks it further. But I try to remove most of the tough stuff, like the hard to cook stuff, like this here. It's a good example. Okay, keep going. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I don't like making this, but I'm only making it because it's such an easy weekly, like weekday stuff. You just put everything in the fridge. I don't freeze it necessarily. I put everything in the fridge, and then I put everything in the fridge, and then we just take it to go, basically. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pour one layer, okay, of, and then I'm going to come in, and so here it is, one layer, okay, and then I'm going to pour some cheese. Let me get the cheese out of the fridge. Can you come and help me here? Because I need this, okay, so sorry about that. Here's the cheese that I'm using, this ricotta cheese here, okay, and I'm just gonna slap. This is the hardest part actually to do, because it's such a weird thing to have to spread on the meat. That's kind of, so I just glob it in there. So I just like, you're supposed to spread it, but I never get to that point. Let me show you. Hello, who's there? Say hi. Can you see it? So I'm going to put as much as I can. It's actually not an easy thing to do. I just press it down like that so it mixes in there. I know this is not how you're supposed to cook lasagna, but this is the best I can do. I'll be honest with you. Now I have to go get a clean spoon because I was finishing that ricotta cheese and I have to open a fresh one. If I can open it. Who wants to help and come and help clean? That's the part I don't like about cooking, to be honest with you. I don't mind making the mess. I just don't like the cleaning part. And I do make a mess. So I'm just gonna glob it here and there. How do you do this? I don't know. I've never actually looked up a video where you actually make a lasagna because I don't normally eat lasagna. I've been trying to eat a little bit low carb, but lately we all slip up. So I've been eating out a lot, which is always a no-no when you're trying to lose weight, to be honest with you. Let's see. I'm not sure what it's saying, but anyway. So I'm gonna try and spread this guy, and then I'm gonna put my lasagna. Usually, actually, this is usually a family affair, meaning that everybody helps. But today, Mr. E is watching basketball and kid is not home, so I kind of have to. They will have to leave with whatever I make. Okay, so I'm just gonna go. What am I forgetting? I feel like I know what I'm forgetting. I know what I'm forgetting. So lasagna is all about cheese, okay? And so I usually use the ricotta cheese, and I also use the mozzarella cheese, and I buy these like at Sam's. It's nothing fancy, it's just, and I've had this for a long time now. So I'm going to use 2 of these and then spread them out like that. And but first I have to put the what you call that? Who's watching and where you watching from? Let me see. Okay. Sorry, I was looking at this thing. It's asking. It keeps on popping up these messages, and I don't know why. So this is very, very low carb actually. And the last times that I've made this, it was very, very tasty. So I don't know now, because I don't know if my cauliflower is enough, but okay, so let me show you. Oh shoot, sorry. I have a lot of mess here. Okay, so there it is. So I'm going to put another layer of meat, and I'm going to put it in the oven. I hope Duke doesn't lose, by the way, because Coach K is playing with Florida State. Yeah? Central Florida. And so the sauce will like go down, literally will go down, and will get in the crevices and make the cauliflower very juicy. So I'm just gonna level everything, make sure everything goes in there. I should have made this cauliflower a lot smaller than this, but let's go with it. Okay, so I'm going to come back with another layer of cheese. Where is that cheese now? Did I put it back in the fridge? Yeah. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I am going to show you the complete lasagna, when it's done. I'm going to stop the live broadcast because I don't think you want to wait until it is done. Thank you so much for watching, and then I'm going to post the whole thing online when it's done. And thank you so much. Okay, bye.